Okay, hi and welcome to another raw photo edit. This time we're going to do an image sent in to us by Mary Kinsella, and I'm going to try and do this within the 10-minute YouTube limit. So here's the image that Mary sent in to us. It's an image of the Cliffs of Moher. It's the image is a little bit flat and lacks, I suppose, a little bit of punch, and that's marginally, I suppose, partly due to the fact that it was taken what looks like in the middle of the day, and the sun is quite high and harsh lighting, and the sky is all blown out. But there's nice detail in here, and I'm hoping to recover detail in the sky as well. I tried to edit this in Lightroom, but to be honest, I failed. I was trying to do a mask on the top, but because of this jagged edge all the way through, we'll say the masks that I would have used in the likes of Martin Tobin's image, the last one we edited, wouldn't work here. So what I ended up doing was editing the photo in Photoshop, and I'm going to take you through that, and I'm going to show you the image that I ended up with, which is this image here. And as you can see, I think it's has a bit more oomph and impact to it. Just compare the two images here side by side. You can see on the right here we have the original image, and on the left then we have the edited image. Okay, so I'm going to close out of Lightroom now, and we're going to go over to Photoshop, and we're going to file, open, and here's Mary's raw file. So we're going to open that up here. I'm going to set this to default again and set this to as shot. So this is the image as shot in the camera. So this is the way it'll would come in. So the first thing that I normally do is set my white balance, and I normally, maybe depending on where it is, it bring it up to around 50, 200 would be often be nice. But again, it's just case play with it. Don't be afraid to move it around and see what you like personally, because in editing, these photos, don't think what I'm showing you is the final and only way to edit. It's just something for you to work with, and to try to give you, I suppose, give you an idea of what you can do. Now I'm going to make two conversions of this raw image. One which will focus on the lower half of the image, we'll say the mountains and down here into the water, and then a second one for the sky area. So we'll start with the lower area. So I'm going to ignore the sky, and so just exposure wise, you can see if we want to boost it a little bit. I actually don't think we do. Obviously, I think it's pretty good as it is. Recovery, yes, I do want to try and recover some detail if we can. Fill light, we certainly don't need any more light in it. Blacks, yeah, we might boost the blacks a little bit just to add a bit of contrast into these hills, and we might even boost contrast as well. And boost contrast to pull back on the blacks a bit, because it's becoming a bit too dark. Clarity, vibrance, we can play with them if we want, but clarity is it's getting a little bit more detail back here. But to be honest, I don't mind that sea haze. That'll be a normal in a view like this. Saturation, so we're just going to leave it at this. I'm going to keep it pretty simple to try and get through it in the time. So that's our first image now opened up here on the screen. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go File, Open, and I'm actually going to open the very same raw file a second time. And again, it'll open up in raw converter, and it's brought in the settings from our previous image. So I'll just click on default again here. This time now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the exposure, and this time all I'm concentrating on is the sky, nothing else, only the sky. Blacks, the blacks here not really affecting the sky much, but I'm going to push them up a little bit anyway, just to blacken out all this area, because it'll help in our selection now in a few minutes when we go put on a layer mask onto it. Recovery, we definitely want to try and recover some of the sky now. We don't want to overdo it. You see, it's going too dark, but I'm literally sliding this around to see what we can achieve, even if I pump this back up maybe and try and recover more of it this way. Yeah, no, I'm going to bring that down to there and reduce the recovery a bit, and I'm going to leave it as that now just for the time being. Again, just to open it, just for example, you can play around with those sliders to your heart's content until you find something that you like. Just remember, you're only concentrating on the sky this time, you're ignoring the rest of it, so just when you're playing with your sliders, just to use it, bear that in mind. So now here we have the second image. We just collapse the two images. So here I have the two images open on screen. Now with this sky image open, what I'm going to go do is go down here to the background layer, click on the background layer, hold it, and then drag it all the way across and drop it down on top of this. Now we can go back to this one. We're finished with this one. No, we don't want that. So now what we have is we have two images here, and they're actually perfectly aligned, obviously, because they're from the same image. Now if Mary had shot two different exposures, one exposing for the sky and one exposing for the rest of the image, you might want to just to align those images when you bring them in, but these ones are fine. So now what I'm going to do is we want to create a layer mask down here on the bottom of this to try and maintain, or try and bring back the base, or the so we can see the exposure underneath. Now what I'm going to do is go up here to the quick selection tool, or W, and I'm going to literally click in here and start painting. And as you can see, it just draws out that selection all the way around. Draw down here, drag all the way across here, down, so we have all of this selected, and we'll just zoom in to this area here. We're going to add a little bit in just to that area there. Now this selection is quick and rough. You'll have to do a better selection, but I haven't much time here. I'm watching the clock. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, and I'm going to inverse my selection. So now it's the top area that's selected, and now I'm going to select, and I'm going to refine edge, and I'm actually going to reduce this selection by a small amount and feather it slightly. So here we go. Now this is the top area selected, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a layer mask to this. So I'm going down here to the layer mask button, and I'm going to click on the layer mask button. It's this one with the rectangle with the circle inside it, and there you have it. Now we have our sky dropped into this image. The next, we're going to take this on another few steps, and I'll do it in the next video because we're running out of time here. So I'll just save this video, and we can start again the next video from here where we left off.